And we're back to booth. David Besso, Pietro Cavalletti. We're getting ready for the finals. Rodrigo Togores with Monastery against Antonio Muzzara with Mud.
Yeah, we apologize for the consideration of Neil's team. Obviously we seen him playing two games. We don't know as a player. Sure, he's a good player because he made it into top 4 of the tournament. But I have to say, it's my opinion. Let's say that keeping an hand with Misha Factory Go in a matchup against a control deck, for me, is my single opinion. It's not a good keep. That's why.
Yeah, honestly, we picked Neil's team to actually win the whole thing, and we were both like very disappointed for the hands he kept. I mean, it really seemed like we actually bashed other players as well. Like in the quarterfinals, we have seen Rocchetti keeping a horrible hand with one fetch land as the only mana spell with no manipulation, no one drops, just a drawing dead hand in which he had to draw into a runner land just to play a spell.
Yeah.
So to be honest with you, you have to commentate on decisions like keeping a hand with Misha Factory Go.
And anyway, Sophus, and I judge the plays, not the player, not the man, absolutely, only the play, and not the player, just the plays. That's I'm the first to criticize also myself when I play bad, and I think this is a way to improve. So Rodrigo Togores will start to play against Muzzara because he was better than him in the final standings. So this is a big advantage for our Rodrigo Togores because obviously playing with Mud, you want to start.
Yeah. Any sample of a decent hand you want to keep against the artifact matchup is any hand with acceleration, any hand with moxes. He also has we haven't seen any, but he does play 3 Mystic Remoras. I mean, if he can drop like land Mystic Remora with a handful of lands and moxes in hand, that could actually net him a few cards.
Sure, we are friends.
Surely you can buy us a drink.
Okay, so let's begin with Rodrigo Togores against Muzzara. Togores with 2 boxes.
The first
Force of Will, Flusterstorm, Mystic Remora. And
Okay, let's evaluate the hand. I mean, to be honest with you, to me this is a snap keep. I mean, you can just go Mox Sapphire into repeal Mox Sapphire or repeal. Yeah, I mean, he can just cycle his repeal. He has force. He can pitch the Flusterstorm. He can play the Mystic Remora. If he draws into a fetch land, I mean, he doesn't even have to play the Mystic Remora. He can just drop the Monastery on turn 2.
This is a easy keep for Togores. Mox Mulligan for Muzzara. Yeah, this is an easy keep for Togores. Mox Sapphire repeal, draw a card, maybe a land, Mox Sapphire, or maybe if he draws a land, he can go Monastery Mentor first turn. So he's got a repeal in hand. No, he's got.
Yep. I mean, one thing you could actually do is actually, I mean, he can play in 2 different ways. You could go both Moxes, taking 1 black mana off the Mox Jet, and then repealing the Mox Jet, replaying the Mox Jet, and if he draws into the fetch land, he can drop Monastery on turn 1.
Yep.
And that's one way to play the hand. The second way is actually to repeal in the own Mox Sapphire in order to play the... But he won't be able to play Monastery on turn 1 if he repeals Mox Sapphire.
Yeah, because you can take in hand, draw a card, maybe draw a land, Mox Sapphire, Mox Jet, land, Monastery.
Right.
So if I will repeal anyways the Mox Sapphire. Muzarra with these 6 cards, and he does it, as we said, he's fetching a land.
Unlucky though, it doesn't draw into a land.
He draws into another Monastery Mentor.
Well, he decides to play the Remora.
Yeah, it's correct. Correct play, because now Muzarra, if you want to play something that is not a creature, he'll have to draw a card to Togoresh.
Yeah, and Metalworker draws a Force of Will of...
yeah, Metalworker definitely draws a Force of Will.
He has to get forced. The bad thing about Remora now is that he will probably tap the Mox Jet to keep the Remora. If he does not draw a land, Muzarra will probably just stop playing spells.
Oof. Unlucky here. So unlucky Togoresh. He's got a very good hand. And now is not working as he previewed. Obviously, Muzarra doesn't play nothing. Oh, bad situation now for Togoresh. Now Muzarra, he has to stick to the plan. Don't play nothing. Yeah. Now Togoresh, he doesn't find an. He doesn't. He
does have another Remora. He can buy it. He can buy him some time.
Unless Muzarra has got a creator. He's got the perfect...
No, a golem is very strong.
Yeah, golem will be the perfect draw for Muzarra now. Muzarra still pursuing a dream of winning his own tournament.
I don't necessarily agree with playing Butterskull here. He's actually giving a free card to Togoresh. Also, Togoresh, I mean, he can actually let Butterskull resolve, or he might decide to Force of Will it. I think he has another Force of Will. But there's absolutely no rush into playing that Butterskull.
Yet still Togoresh cannot find a single land, and this is a real unlucky of him, because now Muzarra can start the beat down. And now, I think he'll pass the turn unless he has a creator. Now Togoresh, with the trick of keeping a dice on the library to say, I must draw for Remora. And now maintaining the Remora to 2, hoping to draw the land. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Or it happens. Yeah. Is that
just
a
through
Black
Black
Lotus?
Lotus. That's probably one of the... It's possibly the best draw. It's possibly the best draw. Because it could actually drop the monasteries, the monastery in play. This member on the monastery, that's gonna draw him 1 card, and if he can find a Force of Will here, he's in a decent shape.
He plays this member main deck, Muzarra. He probably knows this is a bad matchup. Revoker, it's a creature, so Togoresh cannot draw a card. Mox Sapphire, named by the Revoker. Now the situation is not good for Togoresh at all. Remora dies. to Goresh. Now
Still not find the land, and we have a strip land.
he found a basic island.
I'm not sure why Muzara didn't strip mine in the end.
In the end of the turn, yeah.
I think he should have just strip mine in the end of turn.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Another error by Muzar.
Because now, I mean, Togares has a singleton Arceus Recall. I mean, he can just play Arceus Recall at the end of turn.
Another error by Muzarra. He's not remaining still.
Okay, Tangle Wire doesn't change the situation much. I mean, he's now getting out of the possibility of a Arceus Recall.
And in the end, he strip mines.
After he's played everything.
Yeah. He could face mana drain, everything.
No mana drain, because Mox Sapphire is no.
Mox Sapphire is not active. Now Muzarra
Chalice for 1.
is dominating the situation. And
And the
Muzarra
sphere.
with a sphere.
Yeah, the sphere is the nail in the coffin, but in response.
Arcane Recall. This is the error of not stripping mine
Yeah.
or not
Basically,
stripping.
This mistake happened for 2 different reasons. The first reason is because he didn't actually strip mine at the end of turn, so giving the chance to Togares to actually play the Archivacol.
Problem is that he had
Also,
to
he
do-
also attacked. I mean, he could have just played. I know you want to deal in 4 damage, but I mean, you don't have to. Like, if he could just play the sphere as the first card, I mean, that would have stopped Togares from playing Arceus Recall at all.
Yeah. But anyways, the sphere is in play because Togaresh had to play the Arcane Circle responding to the sphere.
Sphere number 2, probably. No.
Revoker on the Mox Sapphire. Not good situation at all for Togaresh. Now Togaresh with a force of will, but still not in a good situation. He's got only 1 mana.
I think at the end of
He
the day,
doesn't draw lands.
Muzara just won the game thanks to that Dismember.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the main deck Dismember just won him the game.
Yeah, absolutely agree. Yeah, now Togaresh had 2 lives. Game is finished. Sì. Stai spammando.
Hanno provato a spegnerci le luci durante la finale, lo sapete?
Fantastico.
Però non ho trovato terra. Still not see lands.
No,
That's very.
that's the end. So
That's
we
very
will.
unstatistic.
Muzarra starting for second was able to win this game, and
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong on Togare's side. He was absolutely unlucky not to find a land. Honestly, his hand was just a must keep. I mean, he
absolutely.
he had everything he wanted. Like a couple of Moxes, Mystic Remora, a Monastery. He just needed to draw a land, really.
Yeah, if he draw a land with that repeal was a monster hand, and also with Mystic Remora, he could have been drawn a land in every one of the following turns. He's got like 2 or 3 or 4 turns to draw a land, and he never draw a land, and he drew the island at the end. Muzara made an error not stripping mine the island in the end of Togare's turn, risking to compromise his situation. But anyways,
Let's go through Togare's sideboard again. He has a couple of Disenchants, a couple of Harkir Recall, so he's gonna be playing like 3 Harkir's Recall post board. Also, he has a basic Plains very, very, very important, like in the matchup, because he's gonna be able to fetch for basic planes and not be strip mining and not be wasteland only strip mined. Also, he has another source of plowshares, engineered explosive, and that's about it. But we have seen him keeping like a few cards like Gush, which is probably not the best card against an artifact deck. So it probably means that he doesn't have that many good cards main deck.
Instead, Musarra, he's got 2 explosives, he's got 2 duplicants, he's got 2 needles. He doesn't have a lot of sideboard cards against Togoresh, but I mean, with 2 Dismember main deck, he's already got the answers he need to Monastery's Free Spear, and he got this stuff of Nins. That stuff, I think, is a choice of Musarra for the Monastery Mentor tokens.
Yeah, sure. The stuff is strong in this matchup.
They can get rid of the tokens. Anyways, Musarra, with a particular mad
Because we
list.
don't have the ratchet bomb or engineering explosive.
He got 2 explosive sideboard. Yeah, he doesn't plays.
Yeah, the explosive that he decided not to break. This is another really good hand. Like, he does have both these enchants. He has both these enchants: a Mox Pearl, a Mystic Remora, Fetchland. I mean,
He's got pretty everything.
he's really got something. I mean, he also has the option to play Mystic Remora on turn 1 with the Mox Pearl, or just saying Fetchland, Mox Pearl, go, and disenchant the first spell. I mean, to be honest with you, I would just go for the Remora. I mean, you just drop you drop Remora on turn 1, and it's probably gonna draw you a card. And if Musarra does like the first game, dropping a Metal Worker on turn 1, you're still gonna be able to keep the upkeep of the Remora and just drop a second land and disenchant.
Absolutely. I think the end of Togoresh, if it isn't nuts, is almost, because he got everything. The only thing he can run into is like before, having the full control and don't find the solution of the closer. Now Musarra with a Wasteland, and he got a Mox Ruby. He's got a Revoker. No, he's got a Tangle Wire. He draws a card, a Revoker.
This Revoker actually does change something, because obviously he's gonna keep the Mox at bait. So Togoresh is not gonna have access to disenchant as we thought before.
Yeah. But he's got a Remora 1 turn more, and he's got a Remora also in the next turn, because he will
Why it doesn't tap?
not. Togoresh he play just to, because Revoker named Mox Pearl.
But
No, he's untapped. Okay.
is there no judge on that?
The problem is that no, maybe Togoresh did that for symbolizing that he cannot use it.
See the basic plane coming in. Basic plane quite important now in the matchup, because obviously you see the Wasteland. If this was game 1, you wouldn't have access to Wasteland.
Plowshare.
Really good play of Togoresh here. Like, he does have a Plowshares. He gets rid of the Revoker, and now he has access to the Mox Pearl as well.
Well, I mean, for Togoresh, everything is went easy in this game. He's got everything he needs. He's got another Sword to Plowshare now.
He does not have a land, though. I mean, he does not have a land.
He's got no. Maybe.
He's going in Q also in this game.
I don't think so.
Really unlucky.
Yeah, I didn't. I wouldn't play this sphere if I'm Musarra, because Togores missed the land drop, and you don't want him to draw a land.
Oh, quite crucial fetch land here.
Yeah.
I mean, this fetch land is quite crucial because he did decide to upkeep the Mystic Raymond to keep it playing one more turn. Now Muzara is probably gonna drop. Oh, it does drop a Lodestone Golem.
This is great.
The perfect card when you're facing a Mystic Remora.
So now a disenchant actually costs 4 mana. All right, now he couldn't actually play the Lodestone Golem because of the sphere.
Oh, fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muzarra here. Confused. Dazed and confused. So Mystic Remora dies. Yes. Now Togoresh.
Not Togoresh. Oh, he just drew a Soaring. Also,
Oh.
he does have a couple of disenchants in hand. I mean,
Yeah, very,
you know,
very consistent.
he's in full control at the moment. Like,
yeah,
he's not particularly worried of anything that can come down on the other side of the board.
very, very comfortable now, Togoresh.
And he decides to go aggressively and drop a Mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good play
Quite
here.
agree.
I mean, really good play because there's no point in waiting. I mean, he
No.
just wants to drop the Mentor as soon as he can, and there's not much that can happen on the other side of the board. I mean, the only bad thing that can happen is a Dismember now. A Dismember now actually, you know, 2 manas for Dismember. He will just kill his monastery, but he won't put him back that much.
You can easily. Tangle Wire now. Not a big response by Muzarra.
Yeah, the game is slowly slipping into Gare's favor now. I mean, he just has to tap. What?
He doesn't.
Tangle
Tangle Wire, Tangle Wire, Tangle Wire.
Tangle wire.
The tangle one.
Cosa che dice? Cosa cazzo dice? Ma dove cazzo è il judgment? Ma dai, ma c'è la finale, non c'è il judgment. Ma dai, cazzo i pagliacci sono.
Gli abbiamo fatto una non lo vuoi fare. Che stai dicendo? Devi fare un trigger.
Ma Musarra, ma un po' di io dei tappa 4. Ma dai,
Sara
cazzo
potrebbe almeno ricordarsi delle trigger delle sue carte, però.
Guys, here we are. Sad situations. Sad situations. Sto coglione. Yeah, Togoreshi are not too correct, I have to say. He basically arguing if my opponent doesn't remember that I have to pay to tap for Tangle Wire, I didn't have to do it. So this is not, I mean, it's not a good behavior.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely noticed about the trigger of Tangle Wire. It's basically just trying not to tap.
Praticamente Musar ci ha preso 2 uomini che è pesante se che uno si faccia un gitto inspiegabile.
No.
Cioè uno si scorda la trigger apposta G3.
So basically what happened now is that sì, sì, sì.
Terzo warning per...
Sì, 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 chiaro. Basically what happened now is that Togoresh untapped and asked to Muzara, I can draw a card, and Muzara say yes. And Togoresh,
Not really so,
but anyways,
he say that look or I mean wait for the stop by Musara that
he waited for a stop by Muzara saying, you have to tap for the tangle wire. Muzara is got to say the trigger of his own card. So forgetting to say you have to tap 4, Togoresh didn't untap 4, and basically Muzara, they called the judge, and basically Muzara was given a warning for not remembering his opponent, his trigger, and Muzara has got also already 2 warning in the tournament. So being the 3rd warning, he get game loss.
so we will see now game 3.
So we see now game 3.
Yeah,
Guys, I can't believe this.
this a very particular
Honestly, this is quite funny. Like, you play an artifact deck, and you basically just
Want your opponent.
Yeah,
You got 2 cards in play.
you don't have to do much. Like, once you play your artifacts, you don't.
But
really have
anyways,
to do much.
let me say that the behavior of Togoresh wasn't absolutely not.
Yeah, he was just fishing for a warning here.
yes, it's not so sport.
Yeah, it's not so. No, I mean, it's not.
a good.
It's not good behavior. I mean, let me say that. And but let me say that Guard Dogs a card. Let me show you a card.
Okay, so let's going on and keep it.
In the right, you can say the Mad Dog, who can remember his own triggers. So now,
Contando il win non potete dire niente, solo ricordare Musara.
now the ruling is when you have a tangle wire.
Okay, so let's go on. Let's see the hand of Antonio of
Now we discover that we don't have to say nothing about the tangle wire because Musara you have to be able to remember.
explosive.
Espoli at 0 and Calis for 1 that will be destroyed by no Calis for 0.
That it will be destroyed by explosive.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a second land.
Brilliant.
Does he have a second land? I don't think he has a second land.
It's quite maybe it's quite confusing.
No, I don't see a second land.
Yeah, but not the same.
He's tired.
Yeah, he's tired and a little bit confusing, I think.
Oh no, he has a second land. I don't know what land is that. Is he a worship?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he's a worship.
I don't understand. I can't understand this because
He's for a monastery mentor
yeah,
tokens.
I know, but it's also
Yeah, the Togoresh start Island Soul Ring of the good times. Yeah, if Musara have playing the Calis for 1, had practically won this game.
Yeah. If you, I mean,
maybe it could be forced. No. He has no
I mean,
force.
you forbid him to play the Mystic Remora, you forbid him to play the Sword to Plowshares, now he got a Remora. I mean, why Calis for 0 if you don't have a Sphere?
well, to be honest with you, the Remora is not going to do much as Musara's got a handful of creatures. I mean, he has a second golem and he has a Karn.
He has a good.
Maybe this time he will remember to attack with Karn as well.
Maybe. If. With Musara is always if.
But anyway, it's not a simple situation for
Togores.
because
Yeah, Togores
he has
is
just to turn. So
Yeah.
and he has no, I think, he's no great.
He's got
great-
Mox Ruby. He's got a mentor. No.
No, he has
Ah, disenchant.
nothing.
No, he's got
Yeah,
a
he has a
disenchant. He's got a disenchant.
That now he could play for
4
tapping
mana.
wall, yeah.
Yeah, 4 mana.
Yeah, that Kalis was
Why you don't attack Muzarra before?
maybe for
I think he's gonna play a sphere.
it's not bad.
He could also play Karn. He could play.
It's
Bomb.
better card now.
If you're in this situation, your opponent can play a Harky Recall, so you probably just attack first.
Yeah. Definitely. Finally, Muzarra decided to attack before playing something. That's a progress.
He still played the land though.
Isn't shot, yeah. So
Yeah.
you
It
go
goes
nine,
to 9.
yeah. 9 and then also we have
He can play now a
card.
card,
Yeah, it's better.
not leaving Togores drawing card.
Card is better, yeah.
Yeah, I think he has to play Karn.
Definitely.
And if the
And a sphere.
He's
Togores-
probably gonna try and play the sphere, even though he can't because there's a golem in play. No, actually,
No,
he
he can.
Oh,
He
he
can.
can. Yeah, he can.
He can.
Why wouldn't he play the sphere then?
I don't know if I play a sphere now.
Yeah, I will play the sphere. It's also one more attacker on the next turn.
yeah, really. Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't really care about the extra card. He just plays the sphere.
Yeah. Okay. Togores, he draws a card. It's a land. He's got basically nothing.
Now
just
he's
got nothing.
floating instead of screwing.
He's got to find something. He's got an
Wow.
arc. He's very cool.
What
Wow.
top tech?
He's got
He
an
also
arc.
he didn't look with Sensei.
No.
That's quite
Top
strange.
tech.
Why didn't he actually look with Sensei top?
I don't know.
No, because
Maybe he didn't know. He didn't know the card. Maybe he he knows that he's dead, so he wanted to see 4 cards,
yes.
drawing one and then
Well,
going
he
for
has
6.
enough mana to do everything, right?
Yeah.
His only out here was probably Archiracle anyway.
Yeah.
But he have to do in attack phase.
Yeah.
So Muzarra will play back quite everything. Obviously, if he reminds to attack before, but he doesn't.
No, I think he's gonna animate the sphere.
Why?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean this.
Yeah,
Even-
nine
even-
damages.
Even attacking with the sphere is not lethal. I mean,
Oh, why is he playing before attacking? Why is he playing before attacking?
God. What's that? Stuff of Nim?
Stuff on
Why is he playing? Oh, why? I mean, totally disagree. He's going to save himself only with an Archiracle. You have to attack before. You have to attack before, and then see what happens. And instead, he did the error to attack. I mean, how can he do these basic errors? How can he? I mean, oh man, I have to say to you, I'm quite tired of people playing so bad in the finals. I mean, one can be tired, but I mean, you're playing a deck with only two things, putting lock elements. You have to attack when you got lethal damages, and see what happens. No. You get a disenchant. You get a disenchant. Okay, go to 3. You get an arcane recall. Okay, play back. All
Yeah.
the things.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible, incredible, incredible. How can you manage to risk to lose this game?
Yeah, maybe he have lose the game with that main phase because now it's too
Yeah,
bad.
Togores has got nothing in hand. Huh?
Togori's got nothing at the moment,
but
but
he has-
he just
he has
he has Sensei Divine in top, and he has been fetching, so he's gonna see 3 whole new cards
7 card, yeah.
He's got a Black Lotus. He's got a.
and the blue card. I don't know what the
He's
blue
got a
card-
Mystic
And the
Remor.
Remor, yeah. That now is
Infinite.
yes.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Muzara is only gonna play creatures.
Yeah, the fact is,
What's the third card?
I don't know. He's desperately fetching into
Yeah,
a
he's
J.
desperately trying
In
to
a
get-
mentor.
Yeah,
Or
mentor
a
is
Jace.
mentor is definitely his best draw here.
Yeah. And then Mystic Remor
Yeah,
is very strong now.
or a Jace. At least a Jace. A Gash.
What's the third
Cash
card?
and nothing. He's not so lucky now.
Yeah, Gash.
What's the third card?
I don't know what's sincerely what's the first card is. The third card is
Gash. And
No,
and
Gash
fetch. I see.
and
A fetch.
and the other.
Another basic it's a basic land. I see. I'm not sure.
He can try to Gash. I mean, but he will get. He's playing. He's getting the Gash, and he want to draw now. He knows that.
Yeah, and
he
he's got one mana floating with the ability of look at 3 cards.
Another Gash. I think. It seems.
The deck is quite loathing. He's quite keeping. He's not giving him a Jace or a mentor that he desperately needed.
Yeah, now with the monitor is really game. Because just for the mocks.
He's not giving me practically nothing about mana and mana.
Yeah, not to play the mocks.
He
That's
plays
could
2
be an error.
Moxes.
That could be an error.
No,
Well, he does
not
play the Moxes because
necessarily.
he knows that Muzara's got Chalice of the Void in hand, and also he has a Sphere. So
Yeah, but okay, you want
Oh,
to
Muzara-
bluff.
Muzara
you
just-
want to bluff for.
Muzara now, he have to make just the things he needs to make, just the creatures. He doesn't have to make Togoresh draw other cards.
No.
He got to
what
do,
he can do now, I mean,
Explosive.
he can explosive and
And
getting rid of
Golem.
the Moxes and just play Golem.
yeah.
Or
Is it-
he might as well just drop Karn. I mean, he can drop Karn and just eat the Moxes if he wants to.
Also,
Yeah, that's
Definitely.
Better. That's better.
maybe better, yeah. So he keeps the explosive. He doesn't make Togoresh draw cards. And he plays Golem.
Yeah, this is the other option. It's not so wrong. It's
I would
fine.
play in Karn,
Yeah, me too.
Black Lotus. You want to play the Karn? Does he want or another? He's got another Golem? No.
Just
No, he has 1 card.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to play Golem now.
You have to play Karn.
A card, sorry.
See, see. You have to play the Karn now. He's got to play the Karn. He doesn't have to play other spells. What an error on turn before by Musarra.
Yeah, I mean, he basically just gave him a turn.
142 viewers. So Musarra now with Karn Silver Golem, I think. Yeah, definitely Karn Silver Golem. I would have burned the Mox of Togoresh. Playing Karn. Now Togoresh digging desperately into his deck is one turn away from dying.
I see the mentor. Maybe. It's my mentor.
The problem with Mentor now is that Musarra also has Engineered Explosive.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Why? He's... Oh, okay, yeah.
He's got the mana left and he burned the Mox Ruby. Now obviously Togoresh he's got a Sword to Plowshare. He's not a mentor, his Sword to Plowshare is
It's not bad.
it's not bad, but it's not enough. He's trying to hold, but he's still not have the solution. Is Plowsharing the Lodestone?
No, why? I will...
No, it's correct. Because he's also have Sphere ability. And he
Yes,
bring
but
him back.
with Golem...
Bring him back, Musarra, to 15 lives. And the card now...
Now he's going full on for it. Like he's floating two blue manas and he's playing Gush.
Yeah. And he finds a disenchanted Black Lotus. And the disenchant could buy him another time.
I don't think it was Disenchant. I think it's
it's
an
an
Engineered Explosive.
No, it's a disenchant.
Oh, he's an engineer.
It's an Engineered Explosive.
I see the engineer. Find the engineer.
I find him engineering explosives.
And the
Oh,
time
he just found a Dig Through Time on top.
Also, a time walk?
I think it's Dig Through Time.
Changes. Plays Dig for time.
This could actually be huge.
Yeah.
This could be his actual way to get out of this situation.
Yeah, he's got to find in the 7 cards a Monastery
'Cause
Mentor.
he has a Black Lotus in hand. He can find a Mentor. Basically, the play here could just be playing the Engineered Explosives for 0 to break the opponent Engineered Explosives, and then drop Black Lotus into Monastery Mentor.
No, but we find Jace.
He finds the Jace.
And the Narcus. Another Narcus. Or time walk.
Jace and an Arkle. He doesn't find still.
Oh, no,
the-
no Narcus. Snapcaster.
He didn't find still a Monastery Mentor. He have a Jace. He have a Snapcaster Mage, but he doesn't have. He now he's gonna put the game into a control.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But you lose the Sensei.
Yeah, he loses the Sensei because he was in the 7 cards of Dig Through Time. He bounces the Karn with a Jace. And still,
At this point, I mean,
the point
the Engineered Explosives in Togare's hand can actually prove to be quite useful. I mean, if he actually finds a monastery, he will have to use his own Engineered Explosive to get rid of his opponent Engineered Explosive in order to start building
Yeah.
his army.
The problem is now that Musarra can play basically everything because there's no Mystic Remora in play. So he have to play now everything he got.
Another Karn. Oh, no, the Karn is bounced.
The Karn is being bounced by Jace. Explosive for 0. Musarra breaks it with another explosive command. Use it 2 mana to burn a single Mox.
You could have just played Karn and
Scusa, playing
eaten the Mox.
Karn and hit the Mox.
I don't understand what happened. Because
You just played the Karn.
He used explosive for 0 on the Mox, and then he played another explosive.
I think Togare's just threw a monastery. Of the
of the Jace, of the brainstorm of Jace.
And he also found the force of will.
Yeah,
So now he's in full control.
Yeah, now Togoras in a big shape.
Yeah, full control of the game right now. And honestly, Muzara not attacking before playing a spell and getting Harkis Recall, basically giving a
Waste.
free time walk to Togoras. That's exactly where Muzara lost this game, the match, and the whole tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, and Muzara threw away the victory.
Yeah, in
And
that
the-
turn. But anyway,
No.
he didn't find land. I mean, in his queue. So I think this is the reason because
No, he would have won anyways without land too. Problem is that you cannot make this quantity of mistakes every game. So for mana, what you drop the Muzara into play? It's what is it?
tell you what,
It's a Tanglewear.
I think
Portcullis.
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 Yeah, Portcullis by Muzarra. Whenever any creature comes into play, if there are two or more other creatures in play, set the creature aside. If Portcullis play, okay. So basically prevents the creature from Monastery Mentor
it's very
to
strong.
get into play.
And he
It's the
brings
cyborg choice of Muzarra against the Mentor.
two or three in the side.
3 in the sideboard. He has 3 of them
Three
in the
of them
sideboard.
in the sideboard.
So-
Touch by Muzarra.
We are back in business.
Not so
Well,
back
he's
in
probably
business.
just gonna force. He's probably just gonna
He's
force
got
that.
Force of Will, he's got Disenchant, he's got practically basically everything.
But anyway,
Anyway, was a good
it's a good touch.
touch by Muzarra.
You see? Technical player. So now we are really under
A train.
yes. That is coming to us.
He's got Tolarian Academy in hand. He's got the Tolarian Academy. Couldn't be able to recover with the Tolarian Academy. 5 mana.
Oh, he's got a stuff left.
Stuff on me. It is not so bad now.
The Staff of Nim could kill the Mentors. I mean, this is another touch of Muzarra against the Mentors. Pick. Because he gives and also
Yes.
Togoras is a 5 life.
Togoras actually had a Harkil recall and he decided not to play it. End of turn.
Togoras now frantically as never. Island.
Clouded Strand, and is there another a brainstorm?
So
Okay.
strong. With a fetch.
So you can fetch those lands away and just play Harkis Recall and Brainstorm and attack for 7.
Yeah.
You can actually play Harkis Recall in his main phase.
Playing Soaring back.
I don't think
No, I would
it
play
was,
Arcus.
Brainstorm?
I was saying Arcus Recall on Muzara. Yeah, so now he has to Arcus Recall in response.
It's a great play.
Honestly, like I think he will just Arcus Recall in response to trigger prowess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's gonna do. And if he finds any spells I mean, if he finds any spells, you can just
Kill him.
kill him. I mean, 2 more spells and that's it.
Yeah,
He only needs 2 spells.
Because our
now
4
now
and
there are
3.
4/4 and 3/3.
7, 8, 9, 10. Do 2 spells, yeah. 2 spells and he's dead. Force of will?
we can't find. That's
Oh,
crazy.
he has
Is it explosive? Is another spell? Explosive and
Maybe
then-
the explosives.
and he can counter his own.
His own explosives.
That's quite.
I don't think he can counter his own
I-
explosive.
I-
He doesn't
no.
have another blue
He
card.
doesn't. He's got a disenchant, I think.
But still, I think he will play the explosives. Because that would put Muzara on 2 lives. And there's a big difference between being at 4 and being at 2, because obviously Muzara has got...
Anyway, now.
Well, Muzara's got only
An
an Ancient Tome.
And the workshop and a Tolarian Academy.
Oh, yeah. This
Yeah,
is
so
the-
Tolarian Academy at the
this is
moment
other
doesn't...
solution because he, now with just 1 spell.
No, because this is mentor. No, the mentor doesn't trigger the mentor because it's a creature.
It triggered to kill.
So basically, he won't be able to put Muzara to 2 life.
Well, he could have, because he does have an explosive in hand. I mean, if he wanted to play the explosive, he could put Muzara at 2. Which, to be honest with you, it seemed like a better idea to put your opponent at 2 when he only has an Ancient Tomb as and a workshop as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him to 2. Now the last turn, the very last turn of
We
Muzara.
have no out here. Just no out.
Yeah, but he gets explosive, huh?
Because every there is no creature that we can't bounce with Jace, so
You have to put some block. So let's see what is happening.
any block will be bounced. So also
He's
if
got
you-
the explosive for 0.
Yeah, but you have 2 men. So anyway, you need just 1 spell. And it's all.
Anyways, let's see.
So Todor is
Let's say that the Spanish guys have built a very good deck. Explosive from Muzara. From their engines. The Spanish team in Vintage is a very strong team. And they always been in the threshold of
Yeah, they beat the field. They beat the field in Modern. They beat the field in Legacy. They beat the field in Standard. They beat the field in Vintage.
Muzara now trying to do something. He's got now 4 mana out of his Stellaria. He can have 4, 7, 8 mana available, but the problem is that he doesn't have much to play now.
Let's be honest. I mean, this is a very poor performance by Italian players. I mean, in Modern, an Italian guy lost in the finals. In Legacy, again, Italian guy lost in the finals. Also, like in Standard as well. And now it's happening again in Vintage. I mean, obviously,
Four
the
finals, 4
Italian
losses.
players were in the majority, but even the numbers in the top 8, like 3 out of 8 or 4 out of 8 or 2 out of
The
8,
only
it's
good
not,
thing
you know,
is
like,
an
and they
Italian-
didn't actually manage to win any of these 4 tournaments.
Yeah, let's say that. Anyways, sometimes the difference is when you lose a game or when you throw away a game. And now the thing is, now Muzara is gonna have to will be able to recover the situation. He's got a Karn, he's got a Staff of Nim, he's got a Sphere. There's no out for him. He can kill all the Monastery Mentors tokens, but since the opponent has got the Jace, he will bounce the Karn with the Jace, attack with two Monastery Mentors, and kill him with the 4 lives. He doesn't have other options. The only thing, explosive for 0, killing all the tokens, and the Mox, and the Kalis, and go. Yeah, basically, Jace, card in hand, 4 damages, game over. Explosive for be sure, to be sure. Maybe he's fearing a dismember. He doesn't want to Goresh win the game and win the tournament, and so the fourth strain foreigner wins. So,
Right. Just to close things up, before we wrap it up, from Rome,
4 tournament,
4 tournaments
three
from
three different winners because
because
Wagner
Pascal Wagner won both the modern and the legacy tournament.
and
And also he got ninth phone
rating
rating
at
in the vintage tournament. So definitely the man of the weekend. We have seen some strong performances in here. Overall, great atmosphere, great value also. Like honestly, like some tournaments with 70 people, 2,000 to the winner. I mean that's a pretty good value.
And that 2,000 goes to Togoresh. I have to say Rodrigo Togoresh awarded to win the tournament. He played well. He played always digging into his deck, always making quite good choices, quite honest choices. The only thing we didn't like of Rodrigo when he missed the trigger of Tangle Wire voluntarily. This is the thing that we don't appreciate.
Yeah, especially because obviously he was winning that game anyway. By the way,
Yeah, I mean, the thing is now.
by the way, wrapping things up, that is it from Rome. David Besso, Pietro Cavalletti, we will say goodbye to you and we will see you in London.
It's been a pleasure passing the 3 days with you, introducing this game and commentating, and hope to see you in London. Bye bye, good night.
See you.